guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's reading, we are going to be asking, will they contact you or should you even contact them? And we have 3 groups today, Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Group 1 has the clear quartz. Group 2 has the rose quartz. And Group 3 has citrine. So take a moment to figure out which group or even stone is calling to you, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with Group 1. So we will move these guys over. And what I've done here is I wanted to take a look at both of your energies, okay? So either the first group or the second group will resonate with you, and then vice versa for your person of interest, okay? So first we have the wolf. We have choose a new direction. And we have the tower in reverse. Okay. And for either you or your person of interest, okay, we have the swan. Yes. And the star. So we'll get started with this first energy here, and we'll talk about the wolf, okay? So the wolf is going to be the element of earth. So this could apply to an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If that doesn't fit, it could just mean that for this person, either you or your person of interest, they could have that particular element going on for them right now, okay? So firstly, the wolf. The wolf energy is somebody who feels like the leader of the pack, okay? So they're gonna have the ability to teach others by way of example. This person could be feeling agitated with the other person because they feel like they've kind of lost control of the situation. When the wolf energy is in balance, you know, this person is somebody who is reliable, focused, and fearless. When out of balance, this person could be perceived as being judgmental or even dominating, okay? And then for the oracle card here, I've asked specifically, you know, should this person, whether this is you or your person of interest, reach out and contact, okay? Or will they reach out and contact, okay? So for this particular person, we have choose a new direction. So this card would be suggesting that this person should let go. So the wolf should let go of that urge to be in control. Let go of expecting this person to live up to your expectations or the need to control the details of the situation. And then along with that, I wanted to pull a more traditional tarot card, and we have the tower in reverse. So the tower in reverse can talk about oppression, which, you know, it makes sense with this energy because it would suggest that this person is struggling with the idea that they would have to let go of that edge of control that they would have had over this person or over the current situation. So it leaves this person with a sense of loss, or, you know, just feeling uncomfortable with the change in dynamic between the two of you. This card indicates, you know, like a power struggle or a shift in power, okay? Let's take a look at now the other energy. So, you know, if this resonated with your person of interest, this energy here will apply to you, or vice versa, okay? So over here, we have the Swan. And the Swan is going to be the water element. So that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But again, if that particular element or those signs don't resonate, it could mean just that that person right now is in that type of element, okay? The situation has put them in that type of element. So the Swan represents somebody with heightened creativity. This is going to be an artistic person. With that, this person is also going to be highly sensitive. You know, again, going back to that water element, okay? This person could be a writer, a painter, an artist, somebody who is into the spiritual arts, or even somebody that has, you know, healing abilities or psychic abilities, okay? And again, that makes sense with the water element there. And then when it comes to the Oracle card, so should this person reach out and make contact? And the answer that we got is yes, okay? So that's pretty, you know, that's pretty cut and dry. Nothing really to expand on with that. So let's move on to the traditional tarot card, and we have the Star. So the Star is a card of hope, you know, and when I look at this card, I think of, you know, this is somebody who's wishing upon a star, right? So in this particular case, this could be somebody who's wishing upon a star, that there could be a reconciliation, or that the contact, right, because this person was told to go ahead and reach out. So the contact that would take place would lead to a resolution between these two people, okay? So hopefully that resonated with you if you chose this particular group. If not, feel free to try another group, and hopefully that gave you some answers, okay? All right. We will move on to group number 2. Okay, so group 2, the way that I intended for this reading to play out is to take a look at both of your energies, okay? So we're going to have two groups essentially here. One being either your energy or your person of interest, their energy, and vice versa, okay? So we'll take a look at both of those, and then you guys can determine which one of those could apply to you. So for the first person or energy, we have the Snake, and we have Not the Right Time, and we have the Knight of Swords. And then for the other person in this particular scenario, we have the Vulture, we have No, and we have Temperance. Okay. I'm sorry, still getting over this cold. Okay, so first we'll take a look at the first card, or the first energy that came up here, okay? And we have the Snake. And the element that goes along with the Snake is going to be earth. So if you want to look at terms of astrology there, you'd be looking at a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn. If not, if those don't resonate with either you or your person of interest, it could just mean that the energy right now for that particular person is in the earth element, okay? So there's dual meaning there if the astrology signs don't match up for you, okay? So with the snake is somebody who has a lot of potential, okay? This person could be described as a jack of all trades, or somebody that can achieve or excel in multiple areas if effort is there, okay? So if they put in effort into something, so sorry, they're likely to be able to achieve that, okay? This person is also somebody who could be very creative. They're going to be somebody who is good at starting new projects. They can also be good with people and like social interaction because they tend to be very charismatic and engaging, okay? So hopefully either that resonates with your energy or your person of interest, okay? And then when it comes to the oracle card, what I asked here specifically is, should this person, okay, this energy, should they reach out and make contact with the other person, okay? And we got not the right time, okay? So for this person, it's stating that it's not the right time to reach out or to make contact, okay? So let's take a look at the traditional tarot card that I pulled, and that is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, and it makes sense why we've got this oracle card, not the right time for this particular person, because the Knight of Swords is somebody who is more focused on themselves, so, you know, their career, where they're headed professionally, or how they can improve or maintain their current lifestyle. This person is going to be a little bit self-centered or self-involved, okay? So that is either going to be a representation of your current energy or your partner. So let's take a look at the other energy here. And we have the Vulture, okay, so the Vulture is going to be the element of air, and so with that, if we look at the astrology, that could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. And again, if the astrology signs don't match up for you, but everything else does, you know, it could mean that they're just, this energy is more in the air element right now, okay? So when we talk about the Vulture, this is somebody who is very wise, somebody who is often misunderstood. So they're often the type of people that clean up other people's messes, okay? So they're people that like to try to fix other people's mistakes for them, okay? They're the type that want to bring balance and understanding to a situation. So this person could be feeling undervalued or unappreciated right now in this particular circumstance, okay? And then when it comes to the oracle card of whether this person will or should reach out and contact the other, we have no. Okay, so it's the cards are telling us that this person should not reach out to the other. This is a time for the person to kind of take a back seat and let the other person take the lead and put in the effort, okay? And when we take a look at the traditional card that was pulled, we have Temperance. And it makes sense that these cards came together, okay? So with the Temperance, it makes sense because this card talks about somebody who's, you know, trying to find balance, harmony, self-control, or moderation. So, you know, when we look back at the vulture energy, remember, this is somebody who likes to come in and try to smooth things over. You know, they wanna fix things, okay? And, you know, we have the no card, meaning, you know, no, don't reach out, don't try to fix the situation, right? And Temperance kind of reiterates that by telling us that, you know, it's time for you to, you know, find balance and harmony with stepping back and not coming in to, you know, rescue the situation, so to speak. And if we look at the imagery with this card, you can see that she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground, okay? And this, to me, symbolizes, you know, trying to find that balance for yourself by keeping 1 foot on the ground, okay? So that you don't let your emotions take over and push you into that vulture energy that wants to come in and fix things, right? Because obviously this situation has you in an emotional state. So these cards are trying to say, you know, take a step back, take a deep breath, keep 1 foot on the ground while you're dealing with this emotional onset, okay, or the emotions that have come up because of this situation, okay? So hopefully that resonated with you. If it didn't, feel free to choose another group, okay? And if it did resonate with you, hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight to this situation or some guidance, okay? All right, and now we're ready for group number 3. And group 3. So the way that I have kind of set up this reading is I pulled cards so that we could take a look at both persons' energy, okay? So either you're going to resonate with the first energy or the second energy. The other one will be the energy of your person of interest, okay? So firstly we have, the dragon. And I'll explain that, when we get to that card. And for the oracle card, we have listen to your intuition. That makes perfect sense with this card. And for the traditional card, we have the 4 of Swords. Okay. And for the second person, the second energy, we have the oyster, the within the next few months, and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with the first card here, the first energy. And this is a special card because in this deck, there are only 7 of these spirit element cards. And so this element is known as the spirit element, which can signify someone who either has extra protection or guidance from the universe, or, you know, however you look at things, your higher self, the spirit world, okay? Or somebody who has a special connection to those higher realms, okay? So very, very interesting card there. And because it is one of these special cards, I think I want to go ahead and actually read the passage in the book that goes along with that, so you get the entire understanding of the energy that comes with this card. Ooh, good, I went right to it. All right, the dragon. And this starts off by saying, seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we're traveling with a great friend inside ourselves. So sorry, I'm still getting over this cold. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this ominous energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride as we traverse even the most difficult terrain. The dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dimmed. Agni, described as the inner fire or sacred intelligence, may even just mention the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. So what I get from that is, again, somebody, like I said, who either has this, whether you want to call it like a spirit guide, okay, or angels, something to that effect. You have that, that guidance or that energy that, is always near you, always looking out for you, always trying to guide you in the right direction. Or, you have that inner connection to, like I said before, those higher realms. So you could be somebody, like I said, that has, psychic gifts, an extra sense of intuition. Even just looking at the card with focused on the dragon's eye, it's like somebody who can see more than, like the general population, okay? So it makes a lot of sense why your oracle card, or this person's oracle card, if this doesn't resonate with you, but it does resonate with your person of interest, is going to be the listen to your intuition versus, a yes, a no, a time frame, something like that. Because this card was pulled in reference to me asking, should this person reach out and make contact, or will this person reach out and make contact? So this card is saying, you already know. Listen to your intuition. You already know, or this person already knows what they should or shouldn't do in this situation, okay? And the traditional card that we pulled here is the Four of Swords. And so the Four of Swords is a card of taking a step back, retreating from the situation. This person is somebody who is going to need a break from the energy of this situation or from the energy of the other person. So this tells me that this person, whether this is you, so sorry, or your person of interest, that, there's a lot of, obviously there's a lot of emotions going on here, right? But to that extra extent, okay? This is something that's really been weighing on you. I mean, even if we look at the imagery of the card, and hopefully I'm doing that so that you guys can see without a glare, you've got this person who is just laying down because, they're so exhausted from all of the thoughts, because swords represent thoughts, right? And so, this energy is somebody who is feeling very overwhelmed, very unsure. But remember, the Oracle card is saying, listen to your intuition in this situation, okay? Now, if we take a look at the other person's energy, the other person in this situation could be you if this didn't resonate, right? We have the oyster, and the oyster has the element here of water. So if we want to look at the astrology, this person could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If the elements, like I said with the previous groups, I didn't mention that here because you guys have the spirit element here. If it doesn't resonate in terms of an astrology sign, it could mean that that person in this situation is just taking on the, the element of water. Water being emotions, okay? And so the oyster is referred to as the secret keeper. This person is someone who could be really focused and determined. They have the type of personality that, they go after what they want, and they often achieve whatever it is that they're seeking out to achieve. They can also take things or people for granted, okay? So in addition to, the ability or the characteristic of maybe taking something or someone for granted, they tend to hold on to their innermost feelings, and they're reluctant to share or open up about how they really feel. So I can see I can see how, if you're the other person, right, how this can be causing you, a lot of, grief, a lot of, thoughts trying to figure this person out, because they're not somebody that easily opens up, they don't express their innermost feelings, okay? I'm so sorry about the coughing. I thought I could get through this video without having that. So when it comes to the Oracle card, now this is going to be the answer to, will this person make contact, or should this person make contact? And we actually have within the next few months. So it seems like, this person is going to be taking some time to kind of figure their stuff out. Going back to the oyster energy, if this is somebody, who has that energy, they're very focused and determined, right? So are they working on something else that's kind of got their attention pulled away from you at the moment? Are they, working really hard towards some goal, or, are they just going through some other stuff right now? Because this person, like I said, when it comes to being very focused, it could be that they're not good at, multitasking in the sense of being able to focus their intention and their emotions on more than one thing. So this could be somebody who's overwhelmed with some other, life circumstance that has taken their thoughts away from you, or their focus away from, this other person. So that kind of makes sense. And then we do have a happy ending here, because the traditional card that we pulled for this energy is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles in this particular deck reads more like the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is just take a look at the imagery. You have the two people here embracing, and they have two dogs here, they have a child here. So this is the family card. Like I said, the Ten of Cups, the fulfillment when it comes to the romantic relationship, the family, the stability, the home environment, all of those things. So it would seem that when this person does reach out and make contact, it will be to say, you know, I've taken the time to do my thinking. I've resolved this other issue that was taking my focus. And I know that, you know, this is what I want, okay? This is what this person is looking for at the end of the day, or, you know, within the next few months, whenever they figure out the stuff that they've got going on. So overall, this is a great reading. So hopefully if this resonates, you chose this group and it resonates with you, it will be able to ease some of your tension, some of your anxiety, some of your, you know, thoughts about trying to figure this person out. So this could really be confirmation to you that this person does love you, but they just can't, you know, put in the energy, the time, the commitment to you at this current moment for whatever, you know, reason, for whatever issue they have going on that they need to resolve first. Okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.